Dear students, viewers and all, this is Mahbubur Rahman from Baburat High School and College. Welcome you from Chatpur Sodar Virtual School. Hope you are all okay. After a long period of 6 months, after affecting COVID-19 of the whole world, pray to Almighty that still we are okay. Still we are okay. Thanks God that we didn't affected by COVID-19 yet. And all of you know that our education system is hampered greatly in this long period of time. Though our government has taken some initiatives, taking online classes by Amar Ghore Amar School, and at the same time, the whole secondary, primary and college levels are taking online classes to make up the losses of the students during this off period of the school, college and universities. And at the same way, we are also trying to make up the losses of the students by taking some online classes. But it is difficult to make up the losses, but we are trying our best to help the students to go through and to make up their losses of education system. And today I am discussing with you about transformation. In my previous class, I have discussed about the 4 skills of English. I hope that all of you greatly benefited by that class. Reading, writing, speaking, listening is very important for all of you if you want to know English. I think that in my previous class you have been benefited greatly. And today I am discussing with you about transformation. Do you know what is the meaning of transformation? I think all of you know. Transformation means you have to change without changing the meaning. Without changing the meaning. You have to change the sentence without changing the meaning. You will change, but the sentence will be changed, but the meaning will not be changed. And I want to introduce with you at first affirmative to negative. Dear students, here I will apply a different method. I want to make you learn from examples. I think, according to me, example is the best way to learn anything. In our life, it is also a very good method if we learn from example. And it is a longer lasting steps. If you learn from example, it will be long lasting. And so I want to make you learn from examples. At first, I want to introduce you affirmative to negative. Please follow me. Dear students, here an example. I am active. It is a form of affirmative. If you make it negative, you have to follow if there is any auxiliary verbs in the sentence. If there is any auxiliary verbs, you suppose am, is, are, was, were, like that, like this. If there is auxiliary verbs, you have to put not, no or not, or this kind of words, negative words after auxiliary verbs, and then you have to put the antonym of the adjectives of the sentence. Here the adjective is active and the opposite word of active is inactive. I think all of you understand. And subject is same. Auxiliary verb is here is am, and we put not after auxiliary verb, and then we write the antonym of the word active, inactive. Active means Shakriya and inactive means Nishkriya. And then she looks nice. Dear students, when there will be no auxiliary verbs in the sentence, you have to follow the main verbs. Here the main verb is looks, as subject is third person singular number and there is s or es. Here is s with the main verb look. If there is s or es with the main verb, you have to put doesn't before the main verb. Principal verb, you have to put doesn't before principal verb, and then you have to put the antonym of the adjective. Here nice, the antonym is ugly. So as there is s, you have to put doesn't before look, and s or es will be cut. There will be no s by s or es. And then we play well. Dear students, when the main verb will be in present form, there will not be any s or es. You have to put do not. You have to put do not before the principal verb or main verb. Here play is the main verb and we put do not. And there is adjective oil and the opposite word is bad. And then they went timely. And if you see, here is the principal verb is went. This is the first form of the verb go. Go, went, gone. It is the first form of go. If there is the first form of any verb in the sentence, you have to put didn't. You have to put didn't. If you want to make negative, affirmative to negative, you have to put didn't, and you convert the verb. You will have to convert the verb into present form. Went is the first form and go is the present form. And at the same way, you have to write the adjective, the antonym of the adjective late. Timely, the antonym is late. That's all about negative. And if we want to learn assertive to interrogative, the same way I want to make you learn from examples. Here, almost same interrogative and negative. The transformation of interrogative and negative is almost same. Here you see assertive, we are happy. Here is auxiliary verb. If there is any auxiliary verb in assertive sentence, you have to put the auxiliary verbs from the beginning of the sentence, and if the sentence is negative, it will be affirmative, and if the sentence is affirmative, it will be negative. Though as the sentence we are happy is affirmative, you have to put negative. You have to put not sign of negative and apostrophe n, a t, and of course you have to put this shortly. You cannot write it n or t. You have to write it n, t, and the same, and the rest of them will be the same. We and happy will be the same. And then he makes the house of there is also note of interrogation. If you want to transform the sentence into interrogative, you have to put note of interrogation. If there is no note of interrogation, the sentence will be incorrect. And then he makes the house. Here, the verb is makes, and there is s. There is s with make. If there is s or yes with the verb, you have to put doesn't, and it will be from the beginning of the sentence. It will be from the beginning of the sentence, and then you will write the rest, and there will be no s or yes. Makes make. There will be s or yes will be cut, and the rest and note of interrogation. And then I write transformation. Here, mole verb is right. It is present form. If there is present form in the sentence, assertive, if you want to transform it into interrogative, you have to put don't. You have to put don't, and you will write the rest and note of interrogation. And then Shumon came home. Here the verb is came. If you see, the came come from come. The verb come. The present form is come and first form is came. And the first participle is also come. And if any first form in any sentence of assertive, if you want to convert it into, transform it into interrogative, you have to put didn't from the beginning of the sentence, and the first form of the verb will come into present form, and the rest and note of interrogation. There is also some rules of affirmative to negative and assertive to interrogative. I will discuss with you in the other classes. I think all of you have understand this transformation. If you have any problems, if you have any misunderstand, you will inform me with our mobile number or our pages. I think all of you will be benefited greatly with this class, and hope you will be continuing your studies well, and pray for me. I also pray for you that God will keep you okay, and see you again in the next class in the other day. Till then, Allah Hafiz.